Hi everyone, this is Pastor Josh here for your 3-minute message. And what I want to talk about today is the parable of the vine and the branches found in the Gospel of John. And the text for today, which is the lectionary for Sunday, is where Jesus talks to his disciples and his followers about abiding in God. And that's the big word here, that if one abides in God and that God remains with you, that you will bear much fruit, and that apart from God, you'll basically shrivel up and die. It's not really a warm, fuzzy metaphor, but it's got a lot of stuff packed in here. And so one of the things that I think we as Christians do, I know I do, is we treat faith and church kind of like fill-up stations. I filled up my car today. I had 10 miles. My little light was blinking saying, hey, I need gas. And I pulled into the filling station and I filled up my car, and I could go for another 300-400 miles, whatever it is. I have a Prius. But I think we, as people, we do that. We go as fast and as long and as hard as possible until we need a break, until we need a refresher, until we need this kind of spiritual moment. And if we can't find that church experience right then when we need it, we're so thirsty. We're just so thirsty all the time for something spiritually deep and something more and something motivating and just something. And I think that as people of faith, we don't understand the word abide. We don't understand what that means. And that what would our lives look like? How would our lives change if we either filled up more often, or if we remain with God? If that power source, if you always had a full tank of gas, if you always were in that will of God, if you were always in the center and of where God wants you, being who God created you to be, what would that look like? What would that mean? And so what I kind of want to talk about today, and just kind of to get you to wrap your mind around it, is that what if we changed? What if we were to remain in God, to produce much fruit? What would that look like? How would that change our relationships with our friends and our families and our kids and our spouses and all those things? What would it look like to remain in God, to abide? Because that's how we get that dry and dusty feeling, that lack within us, is when we don't remain in God. I mean, the text clearly states it. And so what does it mean to abide? And it's just something to think about this week. I hope it helped. God bless. Have a great week.